Somehow consistent uploads and inconsistent recordings. What the fuck is this? What kind of channel is this? Alright. So, yeah, again, another... I think it's actually been like a solid fucking month, I think, since recording FF7 stuff.
Yeah, it has been a while, unfortunately. Sorry.
They won't notice.
From the station, we take the back street.
I think they might notice because I haven't posted any in about a couple of weeks.
That part was my bad. I didn't mean to. I completely forgot to upload part 9. I usually upload the audio pretty immediately after we're done. I just didn't think about. I think I know what happened. I had to leave for something else, and I just completely, it flew over my head.
Although the unintended hiatus of this allowed me to finish off Dark Chronicles, so that's something.
Yeah. I was glad how that came out.
There's barely anyone on this train.
Yeah, I think it might be one of my favourite LPs.
Yeah.
Even if it turned into Conversation Street all the time near the end.
I mean, that's fine. That's pretty much what happens to. That's what always happens with the Dark Cloud stuff. But yeah, Hal, just to tell you, I am making progress in Persona 5 Royal. To the point where I actually am near the end game.
What, already?
Well, it's been about 100 hours, but yeah.
Here comes the first hurdle.
Jeez.
I know,
yeah.
but that doesn't mean I don't have butterflies.
I beat Okumura's palace. We're now wanted fugitives, and I'm going through Nijima's dungeon as I speak. Well, not at this moment, but
I'm worried there might be trouble.
but I am but
Barrett's always on
I honestly don't know how I want to edit for Persona 5 because I'm not good at this kind of stuff.
Maybe.
I'm not good at editing longer form videos because those Persona 5 videos are going to be long.
Be right back.
Thanks.
That's longer than this.
Probably. I have a couple ideas what I want to do for editing purposes, for editing Persona. Obviously, to alleviate time, I am using New Game Plus. I'm going to be having fun with the outfits. I'm going to try and not edit out menus so much. Or, I'm going to try and edit out menuing because there's just points where I'll just be like trying to decide what outfits to wear next. Because that happens. That happens a lot. It's pretty great. Also, yeah, this is the train sequence. Is this new or is this redone?
Do I have a problem with that?
This is the whole lead up to the whole alarm thing, which throws us off.
Right. By the way, real quick, I just saw one of the advertisement posters, and it straight up is just a fucking like riff of the old early 2000s, like 2008 iTunes stuff, where it was the silhouette people dancing with their iPods and stuff. I was like on the top left, but yeah, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying this as a kind of a redo of the train scene before we get the alarm attracted to us and we have to jump off the train.
Right. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, we have just this dickhead who's like trying to be a dick to Barrett, which is good luck with that. Especially when trying to intimidate or trying to yell at a man with a giant gun arm.
Yeah.
Emergency ID scan in progress.
So yeah, every like 5 to 10 minutes, the lasers go off to try to detect if anyone doesn't has an unauthorized ID.
Inspection and containment suite.
Which that's what happens here.
Not good.
Get over here now!
You know, I'm surprised Barrett can see anything when he's constantly wearing those sunglasses, even under fluorescent lighting.
Take care of them, Cloud.
On it.
And now we just have to deal. Now it's time for an enemy fight against little slug. This
You have to get to the
slug rays.
Slug race.
Yeah. Which they're weak to wind and thunder. It looks like, or just beating the shit out of them in Punisher mode.
Yeah, I was going to say, just kicking the shit out of them with a big sword just work.
Yeah.
Lockdown protocol.
The only problem with Punisher mode is that you have basically no movement and you can't block.
Now you're in for it.
But yeah. Persona 5. It's gonna be fun. It'll be a fun end product, but it's gonna be a fucking long process to get videos out. Oh, I just realized in like 1 month, as of this video, Crystal Chronicles Remastered comes out in a month.
Yep.
Alright, it's gonna be. I'm getting the Switch version, but yeah, I'm gonna be playing. That's gonna be a live recorded thing. That's not. We are not doing post commentary on something like Crystal Chronicles.
Trying to keep you alive.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be a live.
Yeah.
Probably a first proper live LP.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It's a. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. I don't even really know how to describe it. There's some cool stuff they're doing, but it's but still gonna be it's gonna be an LP to say the least.
Looks like you're right, soldier boy.
Screw this. The station will be crawling with security. We gotta jump.
Screw that.
Need to slow the train down.
So yeah, for some reason that one-off Shenra manager guy is just, yeah, I'll defend. Yeah, we're the enemy. Like, yeah, but you're gonna fucking die if you if you try and fight the enemy. I believe he comes back later, but it might be too spoiler.
He comes back a couple more times.
Okay.
Gonna show you how it's done.
Man, even it's like Roche. Only I miss Roche. I think, wasn't it that last time we fought him was the last time we see him for the rest of the game?
That's it. He's a one and done.
That sucks. You have so much effort behind such a great character, and then just toss him to the wayside. Uh-oh. Make out. Aw. Damn it. Can't make my shipping fantasies come to life for once.
And with that, now we are being detoured into further for the next couple of parts.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to the train graveyard.
Oh no, we're not.
Oh wait, no, we are not. We are not yet. I am misremembering the
That is
Shenmue
not
stuff.
that is not to way later.
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, we're not. That's gonna be a little while.
Back in it. No holding back.
So
We're about to go through 2 separate dungeons, which in the original game amounts to about 3 screens or something.
yep. Welcome to How to Describe Final Fantasy VII Remake. Is sections that were only maybe 10 minutes are now full fleshed out dungeons. Also, how are you buying weapons and stuff? How are you buying accessories from a drink machine?
I like to think it's one of those you put the money in, you press the button that you want, and then it just pops out.
Yeah, you'd have to move to the side because that's gonna launch it at you, and then you're just sitting at a bench.
Now just pop a spot.
All right. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I did finally give Remind a try. I bought it and stuff and played it. The super bosses were fun. The story is still stupid.
Yep, sounds about right.
Because, yeah, this is spoilers, but it's going to be spoilers that no one gives a shit about at this point. But basically, the game takes place after the, during, you remember when Sora beats Xehanort and then uses the Keyblade to go and rescue Kairi?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the story takes place there, and what happens is that you talk to Chirithy again, and Chirithy tells Sora, "Hey, like Sora's like, I want a redo of all the stuff we just did." But he's like, "Why?" He's like, "I gotta rescue Kairi because Kairi's like dead," and Chirithy is just like, "No, well, you do realize you can fuck this up, right?" Like, I can't rewind time for you. I can only rewind time for you like one more time, and you have to accept the consequences. Whether or not they're good consequences, they're still consequences.
Time travel is bullshit. Let's just say it.
Yeah, and so Sora heavily abuses his power of awakening to basically. So that's why you're refighting all the fights in Remind, is because Sora is using the power of awakening to essentially take over for certain people to make them stronger so that they can win their fights instead of just using Sora. Also, you got stunned hard like a bitch. And also nice juggle.
Yeah, I have a feeling I have this horrible feeling I'm not all that good at this game.
Oh, trust me, I'm worse. I actually, in my demo playthrough, I actually did struggle with the Guard Scorpion fight, and I have never struggled at Guard Scorpion since childhood.
Worked up a good sweat.
But they actually made him fucking annoying as hell to fight. But yeah, that's the whole story, and then there's a lot of really dumb shit that happens. The Super Boss content's fun though. It's not worth $30, but it's fun.
Oh, it's definitely not worth. It's definitely not worth the amount of money it was charging you at the first.
Yeah,
it'll probably be worth it from that price drop, mind you.
Oh yeah, it's worth it with it's definitely worth it with a price drop. But since I bought it without a price drop, it is it's questionable at best.
Same.
I did enjoy a lot of the Data fights, like Data Shion. I love her theme so much, and hearing her her theme brought back and Remind is nice. And then the fact of like the fact that all the new characters are just like redone casting of certain characters. Are, at this point, it's mostly just like old Disney Channel stars that have nothing else to do. Except for Yozora, who's voiced by Cole Sprouse, who was I believe he was Zack of Zack and Cody. Yeah. The fact that a good chunk though of characters were originally Disney Channel stars that went on to not really do much, honestly.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, also it's weird. I will say though, Hayden Panettiere, not Hayden Panettiere, the other the voice of Sora, the kid who saw dead people. Haley, yeah, he actually does acting. Like he like I think he plays a doctor on a TV show. I don't remember what the TV show is called, but he plays a doctor there, and it's weird hearing him just talk without like the Sora voice or anything.
From the station, it would have been a straight shot to the reactor.
Yeah, Hayden Panettiere is Kairi, not Sora.
But we knew going in we had to have alternatives. Backup plans, in case we had to get off early.
Yeah, so
From closer in to further
this is kind of
out,
boring. This conversations are kind of boring because you're just going through the train tunnels. Which, by the way, this was another. This was about a 5-minute walk. Is now an entire 48-minute part.
Mm-hmm.
You're damn right.
So that's why this is probably going to be the the conversation tunnel.
And we ended up on the adjacent line.
Conversation channel.
Yes. This is the conversation tunnel since there are no streets to have a conversation on.
Need to switch to a different route before we hit the station. Cause you can bet your ass.
Oh yeah, well yeah, there's a fucking security camera watching you guys.
Let's move.
There was one like right on it, like you could see it.
Our friends in Sector 5.
Well, you could. Well, nope, it's right there. Right, that red light right there. Oh, I would have fucking loved if he just fired at that camera as like a sick like trick shot. But no.
You have nothing
And then
to worry
Heidegger.
about, sir. Preparations for the grand finale are proceeding.
Who again? I know I've mentioned it, but Heidegger has gotten a nice, a very, very different transformation from 7.
Yes, of course.
He's no longer just this fat guy who just wants to see people die. He's now a skinny guy who's slightly crazy.
Wants to see people die.
Yeah. And he's no longer just this bumbling dum-dum.
Within the admissible range. However, the casualty rate significantly exceeds previous projections.
Remind me what your job is. Is it to question the wisdom of your superiors and bemoan your personal hardships?
Sir?
Huh. Casualty rate. You think I care about the casualty rate? They're pawns in a greater game. If your stock runs low, then go round up more from Sector 3 or wherever else.
So yeah, Heidegger's just trying to get them killed,
Yes?
and is keeping a very close eye on them. Also, the fact that dude's police baton could also become a tonfa for some reason.
Find good help these days.
He had like this wooden.
Which is why the
Actually, wait, no, that's
president
standard.
always
Never mind, I'm being
counts
dumb.
blessings.
But it could look like a tonfa.
What would he do without me?
Oh, that was abrupt. Were you just like searching?
That's what we call a cut.
In knows we trust.
Good thing our
Yeah, that was a
colleagues
weird.
were
I was just saying that was just like a really abrupt cut. Also, stamps the dog.
I just expect a lot of cuts like that from now on in dungeons where I just run a bit for a while.
Yeah. Also, by the way, yeah, stamps the dog.
Yep.
For some reason, Barrett just made a weird joke. It just was like, follow the nose
for a shower.
of the of this mysterious dog that never gets elaborated on.
What's that?
Oh no, controller, don't do that.
Guys?
Oh, don't do that right next to the microphone. Damn it.
All kinds of creepy crawlers
Sorry,
make
audience.
themselves at home in the plate. They get messed up even more by the Mako.
Mako did this?
No, not Mako. Shit.
Alright, so.
Black and white world of yours.
You like it, huh? You know there's room for one more. That's disgusting.
Oh, wait,
Give your best shot.
is that a giant scorpion? A grash trike.
It is a large insect, apparently.
Yeah, it's just a big old scorpion.
And they're spawning all over the place in the subway.
Yeah, they're just like, they have these like nasty ass looking scorpion tails and stuff. I think these were, I believe all the enemies you fight were enemies in 7 vanilla, but they've just been like changed up a lot.
Those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
Oh. Yeah, that's how you handle giant spider webs, is with your big ass sword. That would have been great though if that's how you're supposed to cut it.
You asked for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like a part praying mantis with a slug-like body and a giant scorpion stinger. What the hell is this game?
Let's finish this.
Also, you're getting clapped a little bit there, Hal. Oh man, Tifa leveled up.
Nothing to it.
So, anything interesting you've been reading?
Not much.
Same.
What is this, a science experiment?
I have been. Well, actually, one of the side things I do is or one thing I do between work. I've been watching Kamen Rider with some friends of mine.
Allow me.
And we just finally caught up with 01. Kamen Rider, by the way, is really, really fucking good. Also, Cloud's about to die. might wanna save him real quick.
How about an ice cold can of water?
And Cloud's dead. Also, yeah, there's the queen for these funky ass creatures. And you're just gonna say fuck it and summon Chocobo Chick.
Let's have us some fun.
Silly little guy.
I'm summoning the little gremlin.
Can't you sleep in? Fuck on this!
So yeah, if it hasn't been clear so far, if you're expecting this to be a professional LP, look elsewhere.
Yeah, this is kind of two buddies. This is just kind of, well, it's two, sometimes four buddies just kind of hanging out. Choco Flare. Yeah, this is very much not professional.
Kept you waiting?
It looked like it looked like you threw that Phoenix down at Barrett, even though you did. I know you selected Cloud.
Shake it
Yeah,
off,
it's
okay?
just kind of us hanging out, and also just the fact of that this is just kind of you're killing a bug. There's no real story going on besides what was happening on the train.
Actually doing Schindler's job for them.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of their pest control. Oh, gotta fix their pest problem down here.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm so far like I still have yet to actually buy this, nor do I really actually have plans to buy this because I've spoiled this entire game and all that, so there's not really much of a reason for me to play besides just playing through the gameplay, and I'm just not that interested enough to playing it. I still need to beat Persona 5, which I've been very adamant on trying to finish it. Also, I love Akechi's new writing stuff going on, or the fact that he's until a certain point he's no longer just complete he's just a story progression guy like Nijima was, or she still is. But I love his new I could just whiff that entire focus thrust. But I love how much better written he is now. Sort of like the Dragon Ball Super Broly. I just call it the Dragon Ball Super Broly effect, where where just simple bits of writing improved the character by like a lot.
After an accident.
Because yeah, Dragon Ball Super Broly made me like a character I've despised for decades. For over a decade. And same goes for Royal. They made Akechi actually likable. Made him a hot mess of a character because holy shit, he's been through way too much and needs to take a break.
This isn't bad, you know.
But yeah, it's but yeah, he's like now one of my favorite characters next to Jose.
I guess she was doing something about this monster.
And Jose is just a good boy.
Doing a half-assed job.
At least for now. I actually have no idea. I don't know how, but I've completely remained spoiler free on Royal. Even though I follow people on Twitter who did play the game, I just kind of haven't been on Twitter in a while.
And now we've got these frame guys which we have to hit at the back to make them go boom.
Yeah, they're assholes.
He's also kind of boring.
Yeah, I still that kind of shit with the flame enemies, that always annoys me, that it has to be like you can only strike them in a certain part of the back in order for them to take actual damage. Like that, he's like completely resistant unless you hit him from behind, which is just dumb. Actually, you know what though? I just realized something. Final Fantasy VII Remake feels even more like Yakuza than I keep, because I already make the joke of it being like Yakuza with the games though. But like when you're beating the shit out of people, and then you just kind of put like you're brutally slashing at them with a big ass sword, guns and shit, and they just kind of like, oh, we're dead, back to the live stream. Like, there's no, it's like how in fucking Yakuza, where you're like slamming dudes' heads into brick walls, into people, just doing shit that they should be dead. Like, I shit you not, one of the executions you can pull off in Kiwami 2 is you can take a knife, stab them, and then kick the knife into their stomach. And no, yeah, he didn't kill them though. He just incapacitated them.
We've compiled our report on
Yeah,
Avalanche's
Kazuma
combat
Kiryu
capabilities and
totally doesn't kill. Never.
Nope, doesn't kill anyone.
He's never killed a single soul. Even when he was framed for murder. Also, the fights against all the old Yakuza dudes,
thoroughly and completely, without hesitation or mercy.
or just all the old dudes, like in Yakuza 0 when you're facing the first boss, where it's just like it's two shirtless dudes fighting, and it's beautiful. I love the boss fights.
We'll prepare the prototype in Section E for...
I still need to go and buy Yakuza 3, 4, and 5. Now that I have my now that I have my PS4 back, I can actually play Yakuza 3, 4, the remastered trilogy.
I am happy to say that I have every single Yakuza game.
I have
every single one.
I have on PS4 I have 0 and Kiwami. On PC I have 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2. On PS4 I also have Yakuza 6, and I have Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise.
I have all of them.
I know you do.
Zero to 6, the Fist of the North Star game, and Judgment.
You really don't like Stan.
Still don't have Judgment.
It's not that I hate the fact that
It's one of the only ones I don't even know if I want to get it though.
Oh, it's really good.
I've heard it's good. I just don't know if I want to. I just don't know if I want it.
Starting to remind me of one of Marlene's picture books. The one
Although I've almost been tempted on buying Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, because that's a sick ass game.
You're starting to sound like Baron.
It's a good plan.
It's just Dark Souls with Star Wars. What's there not to like?
Hey, hold up. This way.
Oh, this section. I remember that recording this section. I died like twice.
Damn.
If they want to stand between
The hell'd you do?
This section can sneak up on you. Oh, I don't know if I left it in the video, but you'll see the problem.
Alright.
After this detour.
Was this even worth it, or this little detour? Because it looks like you just got a potion and a Mako shard.
Yeah, it really wasn't worth it.
Wow, what a waste of time.
That is what you can say for a lot of the side paths in this game.
Yeah, that seems to be a pretty consistent problem. Is that all the side rooms look really just pointless. I did not die here, and you cannot prove it, but I did though. I don't know if I want to believe you or not, Hal. Both Hal
So
and
yeah,
past and present.
So here's the problem with this section.
Yeah.
Got two missile launchers, okay, a flame guy, and an elite soldier.
Yeah, I see what's the problem. Yeah, this looks like a pain in the dick.
It was a pain in the dick. Luckily, this was the take that I did that actually let me win. But even then, you can still see how much damage Cloud is getting.
Yeah. It was, yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's weird how I managed to make Barrett both my tank and my bloody heal at the same time.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Well, like, Barrett is only just barely, like, has more health than Cloud. Except Cloud, like, oh cool, yeah, you're using all your sick-ass fighting skills.
We're not quite at the bit where, yet where we use Tifa all the time, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
We should be reaching that secret passage real soon.
Imagine how they're gonna handle the bitch slap fight in Disc 3.
Should have called it plan. What you think, Mr. Ex-Soldier?
Biggs made the plan, right?
I provided some input.
Not too much.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm interested in seeing the, I'm interested to see how they'll handle future scenes based on how they've already handled the current stuff.
Oh, I found the music!
Oh, you got Stamp's theme.
Yes. I love Stamp's theme.
I can't listen to it, but I know it's pretty great.
And now that I have the official soundtrack, I have it proper with this weird effect on it. And it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
FIFA. God, I love that theme.
Yeah,
it is
Stamp's
like
pretty
an
great.
it is like a 1980s anime theme. Just straight in Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
I can imagine a China with that theme.
Yeah.
Worked up a good sweat.
In fact, if this video goes over well and we talk at the end of it, I might just stick a little bit of the proper Stamp theme in.
Yeah, the Stamp theme is I need to listen to it after this video, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Oh, I'll totally send a clean version of it to you.
Sounds like a plan.
Keep looking for paper, little snake. He'll lead us to the passageway.
So yeah, this is us getting to the conclusion of the subway section of the game.
Yeah, like we said, it was only 3 screens. Now it's this. It's long.
Now it's an entire dungeon and a boss.
Yeah. Wait, did we fight the boss yet, or?
I think we're coming up to it.
Okay. I'm interested to see what the boss is for the tunnel.
This it?
Since it's been like a slow build up to getting getting the tunnel section over with.
Get back!
That's
look
right.
at
It's
the-
a giant. It's a giant enemy crab.
Of course, because yeah, that's what you need for your defense systems is a giant robot crab.
Take your best shot, asshole!
Yeah, crab war. Yeah, what? Why?
I told you it was a giant enemy crab.
Yeah, I didn't think his name was actually like the word crab. Okay. Why?
Because it weakens it, and also it fills the stagger gauge.
No, I was just like he's just a big robot crab.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, he's just a giant. He looks like a big head. He doesn't even look like a big crab. He just looks like a big dumb head. So, I mean, is this thing like fighting Guard Scorpion again, or?
It's kind of similar to Guard Scorpion, except it's got its own little gimmicks to it.
Okay. Yeah, for now it just looks like you're doing the same kind of thing of just breaking all of his legs.
Bring it.
Yeah, we're kind of Siren Song seeing it again.
Yeah. It really has been a while since I've actually played 14. I know what Silent Song C is, but I'm just like thinking, damn, it really has been like a good. Oh my gosh, I forgot that that's what Carbuncle looked like.
And you know the weirdest thing?
What?
Probably one of the most useful summons in the game.
Yeah. Is that a digital deluxe summon? Oh my gosh.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like, dude, I just saw the damage you were putting out. Damn, Carbuncle. For being one of the strangest looking summons, you're definitely one of the sickest.
What are those?
And now we're just going straight into Tifa now.
Awesome. But yeah, that was it. So that was Carbuncle.
It can, what Carbuncle can do is it can cast Barrier, it can cast Shell, it can cast Haste, and it can do a full heal.
And he just looks like a cute little doggo. So basically this thing is, it's Carbuncle on, what the hell? Oh yeah, it's Carbuncle on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Because this thing is casting more spells than Carbuncles usually cast.
Yep. I kinda, Carbuncle is like the best of the Durak summons you get.
Yeah. Because what, is it just Choco Chick and Carbuncle?
And a Cactor.
Oh, okay, yeah. Have you used the Cactar yet, or?
I don't think I've used it in the LP yet, but I do use it eventually.
Okay, cool. I'm interested to see it. Because yeah, again, I've spoiled myself on the story of this game. I just haven't spoiled myself on everything in this game.
Yeah, look at him.
For stagger.
Yeah, look at how good Tifa is with the damage.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I've seen what Tifa can do, but damn, is it just like that much damage in a matter of seconds?
Giant enemy crab has turned into a giant enemy car.
I didn't know we were watching Christine.
Don't think you'll walk away from this.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this.
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
Want this? Pulling out all the stops now.
So yeah, this is ow. So now
Yeah.
he's just being a dick.
Yeah, he's in full on fuck this mode.
Got a sting!
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what a dick.
That was a dick move.
Yeah, he just assaulted you. He went straight after Tifa, like not even like a warning.
Yeah, the music for this fight is really good. Like most
Yeah.
of the fights in the game.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's pretty much been the consistent thing throughout this game, is that it's really, really good music. Love the new soundtrack. I question a lot of the things about the story, but I can't question the soundtrack. One of the big things I can always say for like Final Fantasy 13, for the 13 trilogy, I question its gameplay, but I adore its soundtrack. And also, it looks really, really good. Even after it's been like 7 years since it came out, it still looks really good.
Calling lightning.
And it also could just be made to look better on PC, since it's available on PC. Even though this game isn't available on PC, the 13 trilogy is. And back when 13.1 came out, you needed a beefy PC to run it. Now you don't. But when it came out, you needed a pretty beefy PC to run it because of how fucking huge the game was. Which I was genuinely surprised that it came out.
Got a sting! We got it! Bring it!
Now we can do some damage.
So yeah, you're just kicking the shit out of Crab Warden.
Yep.
After it tried to assault you.
And now we've got Tifa's very, very hard hitting knuckle.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now you've discovered the true power of Tifa.
Yes.
Because yeah, I love Tifa. I love Tifa in this game. She kicks so much ass.
This won't do.
Sir, analytics
I still
reports
think
that
I
the
just
seeds
remember
went
one
down.
of my favorite
After an
video
anomaly was registered
one of
during
my
the
favorite
test.
Side Night and Happiness videos is
Anomaly.
it's a Final Fantasy VII parody
Or an
one,
excuse for your
and
failure
it takes
to
place
properly
during
prepare the
Aerith's
armor.
death scene in the game.
All modules were
As
confirmed
Cloud,
fully
as like,
operational. It's far
as
more likely
it's after she like gets she gets killed after getting stabbed with a sword. Straight up, Cloud uses he's like Phoenix down and fucking revives her as she's in like
That's
immense pain because she got
all the
stabbed with a
sensors in
sword.
Section E are
And is just screaming in pain, and then she dies again. And so he's like he Phoenix downs her again and fucking gets back up, is screaming against her, is like, Cloud, you're a monster. And then she dies again, and then he puts her body into the lake.
better.
And Phoenix downs her as she's in the water, so she's in pain and sinking down to the bottom of the
Understood, sir.
lake. And then it just ends. Still, his hands down, like one of the few moments I
know
laughed.
exactly where they were
It was
headed.
great.
If the armor is intact,
Also,
then
just
you'd
because
best
of
determine
Phoenix
the
Down.
nature of this anomaly soon.
Because Phoenix down, I don't think a Phoenix down was the solution, but all right.
Should you fail to do so, you will deal with our intruders personally.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry. I treat my people more
I don't
than
think you
fair.
do, Heidegger. I really don't.
So don't disappoint me.
Although I still remember the raid on Shinra in Disc 3, wherein both Heidegger and the blonde woman, I forgot her name, when they're riding in that big ass robot.
Which is a super boss in this game.
Oh, nice.
But I never play it, so I have no problems just outright stating that it's in this game as a super boss.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't. Yeah. I know there are a couple of super bosses. One of them being a like
You bump into
digital
any giant
behemoth,
robots like that in Reactor 1?
Yeah, except the
something
bastard
or
looks like
something along the lines of that.
Speaking of which, what would you say that last?
Because I was planning on doing the super boss for the LP, but then I found out how you do it, and I was like, no.
I mean, that's pretty much what happened.
No.
That's pretty much me with Nier
You
Automata.
have to fight. You have. You know how you get to fight the pride and joys that
All aboard.
call it in this game.
What?
You have to fight every single goddamn summon, one after the other. Every single one.
That's dumb.
And just to add extra fight to it, you have to fight Bahamut and Ifrit at the same time.
Well, that's dumb.
And let's just say that Bahamut is bullshit on its own.
Just
And now you have to deal with Ifrit at the same time.
Yeah, that's dumb.
When did it ever?
But yeah, that just sounds really fucking dumb. I mean, that's pretty much what's gonna happen if we ever finally get around to Nier Automata, is with the whole trying to unlock the super boss of that game
here and strong.
is a nightmare. Because to unlock the super boss, to unlock the final super boss that isn't like the DLC, not this DLC one, there is a specific ending pertaining to fighting Emil. And all that. You have to get every single weapon. You first off have to obtain every single weapon in the game, and then you have to forge them to their highest level.
And head for H.
And you have to do this for every weapon in the game. And let me tell you, the third stage of a lot of those weapons requires a lot of grinding. It requires you to shop at Emil's shop at specific places where he will sell specific rare items that you need. And sometimes that just doesn't happen. So that's how you get that super boss. And if I remember, I'll tell you about how you get the super boss in the DLC next time.